Welcome to Taro and Tea, Tea Sippers. Welcome to Taro and Tea, Tea Sippers. Welcome to Taro and Tea. Welcome, Tea Sippers. Yeah, it's the podcast, baby. Wagwan. The bucket are well with water. One day, the bottom of the bucket must drop out. What does that mean? So that's the Jamaican proverb for today's podcast. And I was compelled to discuss about health is wealth and why health and wealth is so important for us looking after ourselves, for us putting our health, our self-love first. And the card that came out was the 7 of Wands. The 10 of Wands reverse. The 2 of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles. And I felt like it's telling us the importance of really defending, looking after your health, putting that first, making sure regardless of whatever happens or what's going on in your life, that you are looking into your health and making sure you have healthy habits that can lead to you feeling like the 2 of Cups, feeling like you found something that is where it's balanced. You have balance in your life. And I think for all of us, we can have busy lifestyles that can then hinder us sometimes when it's like trying to find time to make for ourselves, where it could be just, going out, meeting friends, catching up, maybe putting in that workout routine that you need to do. And, we can all feel like that sometimes. But I think the message that it's telling me now for the Tea Sippers Collective, by the way, wagwan. Sorry about that. I just realised that I forgot to kind of add in the wagwan. Wagwan Tea Sippers. So I think by now, wagwan is basically what's going on. Yeah, what's cracking, what's popping. It's just the Jamaican way, okay, of just saying a greeting. We do say hello and you're all right and all that kind of thing. But wagwan is like what's popping, what's going on, what's happening, okay? So wagwan to the tea sippers them, okay? Yep, you're all, yeah, welcome. And yeah, today we're just talking about health is wealth, and I just want us to all kind of think about, are we putting our health first? Are we making sure that we give ourselves time to have a good, restful sleep? Like, I know that's been something for me that I've also been working on, and finding ways to kind of cut back down on using my phone or accessing social media and things like that. So just that when it comes to like a time where you're like, right, maybe by 10 o'clock I start to wind down, just so I'm getting that healthy sleep as well, because sleep is so important for our health. It's so important for our body, and again, homeostasis, which is all about balance. And it's so important that we are putting ourselves first. And it's like the words of RuPaul. If you can't love yourself, how are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? And that's exactly why health and wealth is so important. And it's so important for us to, as a collective, to really take that time. And that's why as tea sippers, I love the fact that, we can connect and we can drink tea, we can relax, we can chill, you know. I can throw a few patois here and there and you understand. And I hope that's the relationship that I want to have with the collective. But it's also taking that time to really look into ourselves. And I think this is what I want, taking that time to just look into ourselves and think about what is important to us right now. Is there any areas in our life that we can kind of look into, explore further, whether it could be your work-life balance? How is that going? Do you have a work-life balance? Do you feel comfortable with the amount of time that you've been putting in work as well as the amount of time you're putting into your own life after working hours? Are there any steps that we can take to kind of reduce that, reduce those pressures? And it's like I can see the 10 of swords reverse, and that's telling us about it's time that we need to release that now. We need to let go of any burdens that's hindering us, anything that's going to impact on us developing our well-being. And I want us to just take some time now to just have a little think. It could be just think of possibly one thing in your life right now that you could change or you could improve, whether it could be sleep, it could be eating a lot healthier, it could be doing a workout or taking that time to have a workout, and just think about it. And I want you to just visualize yourself seeing what it would be like once you take the time to improve. How would you feel? What do you see in that change? So you just taking that time to just think, let's say if it's sleep, and you put in that time where you say, right, I'm going to set myself maybe some reminders or some alarms as it approaches a certain time in the evening, let's say 10 o'clock, and you get yourself ready to unwind. Maybe make yourself a nice cup of tea, because we like tea around here, okay? And just chill or have a shower or have a bath and get yourself ready for bed. Get yourself ready to relax and unwind. And just seeing yourself doing this as part of your healthy routine, as part of a healthy habit, how would that look to you? How would you feel knowing that you wake up every morning feeling rejuvenated, feeling energized, feeling relaxed, and ready to start the day ahead? Okay? So having that visualization really helps us to kind of see, that our health is important, but also essentially we want that balance. And again, if we go back to that Jamaican proverb about one day the bucket I'll go well, that's all about, stress can kind of build up on itself. It can over time just build and build, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm okay, I've got this, I can handle all this weight on my shoulders. But again, if you're not putting any time into yourself to help you to recover, eventually you're going to burn out. You're going to find it that you might not be effective on completing a task. When like times before where you thought, well, I've got this, I can do this. And it's like telling us it's really time for us to recognize that, we need to be making sure that we have healthy boundaries, healthy habits, healthy routines for ourselves, because we don't want our bucket to keep welling with water or whatever whatever is going on in our lives, for our buckets to get welling and welling and welling and welling. And then it's like the bucket's like, I can't hold this anymore. It's going to burst and you have to do something about it. And that's where, again, I'm seeing with the Ten of Swords, it's asking us to release. It's asking us to let go. And sometimes it's also, again, letting go of any like control issues that we may have. And this may also kind of help us to kind of also look into any shadow work that we also need to work on, so that we can improve our health, because health is important. Health is paramount to our existence, to our survival, for us feeling good. And helping us to see that it's so important for us to unwind, to relax. And that's why I want us to kind of focus on that visualization of, this is where I am now and what it would feel like when I have actually achieved that goal, when I have actually achieved, I've put in that work in for myself. Because it's a wonderful feeling, and it's a feeling of you really taking that time to say, you know what, I am important. I am important. And I love myself, that I recognize that my health is my wealth. And that is all that matters. And it's such a good feeling. And for us tea sippers, I want us to kind of focus. If there is something that you could, like an area that you would like to work on, whether it could be you want to focus on your work, or you want to like improve an area in your life, okay, where you just feel like, now this is the time that I can actually put in some time to work on myself and recognize that I need to put some time in here. And it's like the other day, the card of the day was the Six of Wands. And the message from the card of the day was taking that time to taking chunks. So a little bit over time. It's like the saying, like, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's how you can find that kind of victory moment, because Six of Wands is all about that victory, success, achievement. And with us wanting to build and focus on our wealth, our health as being our wealth, our overall wealth, that opens doors and opportunities to so many things. It's seeing it as taking time to really build yourself a healthy routine. And that healthy routine could just be, you taking those little steps to kind of get there and say, this is what you want to do. And also helping you to kind of block out any external noise or any kind of external where it's kind of hindering you. So let's say if it's your lifestyle that you happen to kind of maybe work late or go out a lot, how you could probably reduce that so that you can or find ways that you can maybe even sometimes it's also the importance of learning to say no, and having those healthy boundaries for yourself, so you're not always that's the person that's like, oh yeah, that's it, Jane Doe, John Doe. They're always the persons that people can rely on to get the job done, and just kind of just pile loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff on them, and then they don't have any time for themselves. And that doesn't do anything for anyone. It's about growth. It's about building. It's about making great areas of growth for yourself. And ultimately, that's what we're all achieving. That's what we're all working for, towards as tea sippers. And really recognising that we have to be putting that time and then looking into ourselves and what we can do to help ourselves improve, whether it's like taking those little steps to help us to feel more confident, okay, to feel energized, to feel rejuvenated, to feel good. So we're feeling that, yes, you know, our buckets may well at times, but we've got good coping mechanisms to manage that, you know. So we're really good at managing daily stress, managing healthy, as well as having healthy boundaries. And that's why, again, what I've seen with the, you know, the 701s, it's like you defending yourself, you making, like, putting things in place that it's like, hey, don't take the mick, you know, no, this is me, this is my boundary, and I'm respecting that. I'm creating healthy boundaries for myself, as well as creating healthy boundaries towards how I act towards you, so that it's a mutual response. And again, that's what I mean. It's all about that balance and having those healthy boundaries for yourself and learning the importance of saying no and not feeling like you have to always do things all of the time. So you're making sure that you're giving your time back. You're respecting your time. You're valuing your time. You're valuing the importance of looking after yourself, whether it's grooming, whether it's going out to go and have a workout, whether it's going out to kiki with friends. All of these things are important. All of these things are valuable. All of these things make life worth living. All of these and enjoying it as well. It's like we don't exist just to we live to work. As is it, live to work or work to live. We're here to enjoy life. Life is about enjoying, laughing, dancing. And I think finding ways that you can kind of reconnect with self is so important. Whether it's through dance, it's through movement, you know, it's through laughter, it's through channeling your energies. You know, maybe reducing the amount of, again, when I said the external noise, the amount of news or any low frequency kind of energies, so that you are channeling to self that, you know, I want to focus on myself, and I envision myself and I'm seeing myself as important. I'm saying like an affirmation, like I'm ready and worthy of self-love. I am ready and worthy of looking after myself. I am ready and worthy. You know, it's so important to take that time for yourself. And that's what I really enjoy with tarot, with oracle readings, and also inputting proverbs, Jamaican proverbs, but just proverbs in general, because it really gives you that way of kind of like, you know, having that guidance, daily guidance, guidance that you can use to help, you know, impact or help to kind of support growth. And ultimately, it's all about personal development and taking that time to really recognize that as human beings, we are constantly growing. Change is part of the plan, and sometimes that may also hinder our health. And it's recognizing that change is always part of the plan. It's like the Tower card is all about transformation. You know, it's recognizing that sometimes things have to dismantle itself for change to happen, for us to kind of have an awakening, for us to see that things need to happen. It's just the same way, again, if I go back to that proverb, the bucket I go well. And it's all about recognizing if we don't do things, if we don't change, if we just stay in this kind of mode where we just keep on piling things and not take time to really recognize that we need to change what we're doing, we can end up piling, and then that leads to bad health. That leads to, feeling trapped. And I can see the Eight of Swords as well now, pointing out about that feeling of feeling trapped, not knowing what to do. And this is why it's so important to take that time to look after yourself, to put in that self-love in for yourself. It's important to, to show empathy and show great care towards others, but it's important to show that to yourself, and show it to yourself first. Showing it to yourself first so that you are radiating that energy to others as well, with healthy boundaries, respecting yourself, your and seeing your health as important. And it's so wonderful, and I want you to feel those good feeling of joy when you think about your health and when you think about your boundaries, and just letting go of anything that does not have any purpose or no longer serves any purpose to you. So I hope, tea sippers, you had some good tea. Yeah, whether it was tea, whether it was like soda, pop, coffee. I hope you had some good tea sipping that you could enjoy, and while you listen to the messages. And yeah, as an ending note, just take the time, if you can today, this week, or whenever you listen to this, if you can just take the time and just think, is there anything I can do today, or is there anything I can do now to improve a particular area in my life that will ultimately help me towards achieving better health, better well-being. Yeah, so whether that's maybe saying, right, I'm gonna go to bed at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna create a workout plan, so that I can work out at least on the weekends, and then maybe from there go from 3 days a week to 4 days a week. See how you can build that in, or how you can build it into your routine. Whether it's like, I'm going to go for walks, I am going to start a healthy eating plan where I eat at healthy meals as part of my habit, or decide to say I'm going to reduce the amount of takeaways meals that I eat, so that and then replace that with some healthy meals that you can make from scratch. Or if there's like unhealthy friendships, where you can kind of feel like your voice is not being heard, how can you then build, assertiveness? How can you build those healthy boundaries? Perhaps learning to say no, and feeling confident about it, and also recognizing that you are your own person. And again, it's about that bucket welling. We don't want our bucket welling when we feel like we're always the one doing something, and then if it was the other way round and you asked that person for a favor, you didn't get that back in return. It's also signs telling us, you know what, we need to have these healthy boundaries in place, because our health is wealth, and it's about it looking after ourselves, and it's about respecting our own boundaries, and so that others also respect our boundaries too. So I hope, tea sippers, you enjoyed the message, and please share this message. I hope the message resonated with you all, and I look forward to catching up with you soon on the next podcast. So take care for now. Keep sipping and looking after yourselves. Wagwan tea sippers. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.